talk about this first surprise match. It wasn't on the bill. Young man, Callum Beck. I've seen him wrestle very recently, last weekend in fact. He brings it, he is strong, he is quick, and he has got a lot of fight in him.
You sound scared of him.
You should be.
I'll be scared if I had your face as well. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to FPW. I am Big Rich. Sorry about the introduction from my colleague here. He does try.
Hey, I'm the professional here. You do not need to repeat my work.
If you call it work, okay.
Callum Beck looking jacked and excited for this match.
For once, I actually agree with you. You found common ground. Well done. Keep it up.
I think you're going to be impressed at the ability of young Callum. He's, like I say, he's a young man. A lot of fight, not a lot of time in the ring under his belt, but you'll be surprised about what he can bring. But his opponent, part of the Lion's Pride, along with Fabio Romano and Rocco Garcia.
This should be an interesting fight.
This is Freddie Blackstone, a big man. And he is not very popular with the FPW crowd here.
Who cares about being popular when you're strong, when you're talented? Popularity is for ugly people.
You know who does? He reminds me a bit of you, because he's taking his bloody time getting around this ring.
When you're great like me, my man, you have to share it.
This should be interesting. This is a last-minute addition to the card. Neither of these two athletes knew coming into this show that they were going to be having a match. They just accompanied some friends to the show, and now they've been put on the bill. So this is going to be interesting. No preparation time. No scouting of your opponent. You've got to give the advantage to Freddie Blackstone with this one. He is a bit more long in the tooth, a bit more experienced, just a bigger, stronger wrestler. Callum firing up the crowd here at FPW Summertime Brawl.
He's really going. Just see if it works.
Corner and elbow tie up, centre of the ring. Blackstone immediately getting the better. Swings wildly for the chop. Callum Beck, stiff forearm, does nothing to Blackstone.
When you're big and you're strong and you're bad, you take it and you give it. But you give it more than you take it.
Hey, Blackstone with that natural cushioning on his chin as well. Beck floats over, challenging Blackstone to come in, but now he's stuck in the corner. Swings wildly and misses. Blackstone just takes him out with a kick to the gut. What a forearm. You can hear that from the back of the room where we are.
I'm scared of him, to say that.
Blackstone lines up Beck, sends him across the ring, swings wildly, misses. Springboard by Beck, but gets a double chop to the chest for his trouble.
My chest hurt after that.
The sound of that ringing through the Rose Hill Recreation Ground. Callum now fighting to get his feet back under him as Blackstone stomps away.
I would not be surprised if Callum called it quits right now. I wouldn't look him any worse.
Snap suplex in the centre of the ring. You may well do after that suplex. Callum already twitching his fingers, trying to get the feeling back in his arms. When you get dropped on your spine. A gut punch does nothing. Blackstone still in control.
Bring him out of there, come on. One!
Sending Beck across the ring, using that turnbuckle as a tag team partner, as an offensive weapon. The power of Blackstone, unreal, Rich.
It's not cute, it's not pretty, but he does the job.
It really does.
It pays the bills. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing going on with the rent.
Slugging to the back of Callum Beck after that neck crank. Callum now getting those big right shots off to Blackstone. Looks to send him across the ring. Blackstone too big, too strong. Back elbow wipes out Beck.
Stay down, young man.
Into the cover, it could be over. Callum just enough heart to kick out before the three. This is brutal. Knee in the lower back, cranking on the neck. RJ Singh may well do them for gimmick infringement. This is a variation on that camel clutch. Callum looking like he's tempted to tap, but not. He's still fighting out.
If the referee had any sense, he'll call it a day now and spare this young man to fight another time.
Stamp to the back of the neck. You know what, Rich? I've never said this before. You might be right. That could be for Callum's own good.
Smartest thing you've ever said your whole life. But we continue.
Dragging Beck back down to the mat, working that arm in that arm bar. Trying to dislocate that shoulder out of the socket. Nasty, putting the elbow into the side of the head. Fujiwara armbar locked in deep.
You can call it an armbar, call it Fujiwara armbar. I'm telling you right now, it hurts. It's
Oh my
called
God.
It Hurts.
Beck looking for the other rope, but Blackstone locks in the rings of Saturn.
Who needs a spine right now? God.
Rings of Saturn, and then the knuckles working the ribs of Beck. Blackstone in total control of this match. Now just on the fly, putting together the series of submissions.
Oh, this is the nastiest thing I've seen, ladies and gentlemen.
Almost a half crab at the same time as the rings of Saturn. Beck finally gets that left boot on the rope.
He must feel as bad as Switzerland felt yesterday when England beat them.
I don't know, that was a bit more of a fair fight. This one not seeming very fair on Callum Beck at all.
It's not about the fight, it's about winning and losing. They lost and he's losing.
Gut wrench suplex by Blackstone, sending Beck across the ring. And the crowd just not happy with Blackstone.
They're just jealous. Booing is a reflection of yourself and your own insecurities.
Hey, there's a few things to be jealous of about Blackstone. He's got some cool tattoos and a great beard.
Unlike yourself, but we continue.
I knew this was going to come back. Trying to compliment someone, you just have to take a dig, don't you?
It's not a dig when it's true.
Uppercut, that blow to the gut. Running high knee, Beck tried to pull away from it, but he still got caught in the throat. Just that stiff, short lariat.
Blackstone is mean and decisive. There was no way that knee was not going to hit him in the chin.
Cocky cover by Blackstone. Beck having none of it, will not be disrespected.
I love it. I love it.
Stiff forearm. Blackstone was trying to take it in his stead, but that might have been a mistake. He's now rocked. Big boot to the chest. Oh no, taking out the arm. There's a forearm.
If you need the ropes to hold you up, it's halfway finished.
Look for another suplex. Snap suplex again, like earlier in the match, perhaps. Callum though slides out the back. Boot to the face.
Referee needs to do his job there. That was an illegal kick.
Only because the ropes were involved. Blackstone seeking refuge on the apron now. That might not be a good place to hide from Callum Beck. Callum staying on top of Blackstone.
You call it refuge, I call it strategy. You will soon see.
Look for a deadlift superplex. Blackstone just too big though. That is an almighty feat for someone even twice the size of Beck. Shoved off the top rope. Blackstone back in control. Just a low crossbody into the cover. This could be over.
Throwing all that body weight onto his chest.
Holding down the face of Beck as he did so. That was just nasty, Rich.
Second smartest thing he said today. You're on a roll. You are on a roll.
Can you just let me call the action and not give me grief?
No chance.
Hammerlock in place by Blackstone, also with a chin lock at the same time.
It's the ugliest, prettiest thing you've ever seen.
Freddie, back it up. Come on, he's in that corner.
Oh, that rung out around this room. That
Good
chest shot.
morning, afternoon, good evening, good Christmas. That was everything in that one.
Blackstone follows in, but Beck floats over, looking for a spear in the corner. Callum now rocked with that thing. Super kick by Beck, trying to fire up this crowd to get behind him.
Blackstone is temporary, additional orientated.
Stinger splash in the corner.
He'll be back.
One more time. Beck ahead of steam. Third time with that reverse elbow. There it is, the overhead Pele kick with the arm wringer.
This young man's still on some mustard. But my money's
Beck
still on
looking for a
Blackstone.
suplex. Blackstone gets Blackstone over. The weight of Blackstone thrown across this ring. The strength of Callum Beck. Unbelievable. Into the cover. Could be over. Blackstone just sliding that right shoulder out at 2.5. Beck trying his best to drag Blackstone into position, heading to the top rope.
Wasting precious time there. Trying to get the crowd behind him doesn't always work.
Referee Tom telling Callum to get down. He's having none of it. Up the top, lines up, checks out the rafters here. Diving elbow drop. No, looking for the cover, but he doesn't get it. roll through. I think there was a sleeper hold by Blackstone that Beck reversed into a cover.
And there we
for a
have the
crucifix.
experience versus youth.
There it is, roll up cradle, pin into the cover. Callum knocks the legs and gets the win. Blackstone tried to escape the crucifix pin. Callum on the fly invents a new roll up using those legs to keep Blackstone down.
I cannot believe the upset we're seeing here this afternoon.
Blackstone looking upset. Beck looking proud of himself.
That,
So he should. What
that
a
referee
fight.
let him and us down. Restart the match.
That was no letdown. Callum Beck had a tight pin, and he kept Blackstone down for the free.
I need to borrow you my glasses. We are watching two different matches here. Blackstone was robbed, and it was an absolute catastrophe.
Beck just having a great time with the FPW faithful, lining up those high fives. Let's go, Callum Beck. What a start to this match. What a dark match we had put on. None of the fans expecting it, and it delivered, Rich.